How's it going, everyone? This is Fun Gaming Connoisseur, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Mortal Online, the third era. Okay, so we're just going to continue. We're going to try and make our way to Beth, Jeda. Okay, so that's the giant oak, and that's our marker. It's kind of like our reference point. And I'm still taking damage from heat, even though I'm not running. But let's just see how far we can go. There's another chest. Alright, so just a little update on what's happening with one of my other characters. I've decided to repurpose Stykinir because I felt that, you know, when I first created him, I wanted him to be like as a battle brother to Tybers, like he was going to be my dedicated melee fighter. But you know, as time went by, I started to just feel that I wasn't really using him much. You know, most of the time I was just using either Tybers or one of my other, crafting characters, or my woodcutter or butcher. And so really, I found myself not really using Stykinir all that much. And so what I decided to do was repurpose him. So now he's going to be my dedicated miner, and what do you call? I think there's a term for a slag hauler. I think that's the term that people use for refining the ore that you collect, that you mine. So that's what he's going to be doing from now on. So hopefully he'll find much more, find a bit more purpose in its use, rather than, because most of the time if it's going to be combat, I'm just going to be using Tybers. I don't really find a use for another combat character. So really, I just found that it's probably better if I found another use for him, rather than just letting him, because most of the time he just sits there and doesn't really see much action. Alright, okay, Ratzars. So I've learned an important lesson from these creatures, and that is, do not go too near them, because I'm not sure if last time when I got attacked by one of these, I'm not sure whether they were working together, there were multiple Ratzars, or whether there was just one. But I found myself getting, I was getting a lot of damage very quickly. So I really felt that it's probably a good idea for me to stay away from these things until I've got decent, better gear. And with Stykinir being repurposed, I think that eventually I will be able to get my hands on better gear. Oh man, Ratzars everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna have to find another way to get past these things. Man, this place is crawling with them. All right, I think we're gonna have to try and run through here as quickly as we can. run in a straight line. Hopefully they won't start chasing after me en masse. Okay, so we just keep running until we run out of stamina. Get as much distance as we can from these things. Okay. Yeah, so you really need to, have good running skills and, stamina if you want to explore this place. And so, like I said, I'm going to make my way to Beth Jeda. I'm just going to, it's going to be my, like a brief stop there, and just draw my weapon just in case. I'll probably better not, because the sun does reflect on your weapon, and you probably make you more visible in the distance. Look at that, enter Dune's territory. How cool is that? Okay, so somebody obviously captured this territory and decided, yeah, so the guild's name is obviously Dune. Man, what an appropriate name for the guild in this area. Yeah, so, and I am a like a Dune universe fan. I do like the Dune universe. I grew up with Dune 2, playing that real-time strategy game. And if you've never played it before, yeah, it's a really good game, and I really enjoyed it. Obviously, nowadays that game is vastly primitive by today's standards. But back in the day, it was a very, very addictive game. I'd really played a lot of it. And that's probably got me into Command and Conquer and Warcraft and all these other real-time strategy games. Total Annihilation is one of them. Okay, so we've arrived at the... yeah, just checking. So we've arrived at this giant oak, and now we have to head south to reach Beth Jeda. Okay, maybe I'll take the low ground. It's probably better for me. I don't want to get too near to that giant oak. But man, look at the landscape. It's really yeah, it really does make it look that much better during daylight hours. Nighttime, the visibility is a little bit less, but yeah, I really like it during the daytime. Still taking damage from heat. Well, like I said, good thing I have passive regeneration. So if you're planning to explore this place, make sure you get this skill, because I think you're going to need it. Oh, Ratzars. Well, as they say, iron sharpens iron. When you're in a place like this, it does make you more, yeah, it helps you to know what you should do and shouldn't do. Oh, that's a long loading, bit of a lag there. Don't know whether it's because loading another player's information or you know, their textures or whatnot. Hopefully that's not the case. Ratzar. I don't see Beth Jeda yet. I think that's it. I think that's the tower. So let's head towards that. Because I really want to explore that place before we, before we continue in our exploration. And when I'm done, when I head back to Meduli, hopefully I can craft myself, a better blade, maybe a side blade or like a one-handed side blade or a great blade or something like that. Okay, so for those of you who are, playing this game for the first time, use this oak as a reference point. It will really help you find your way around. And I'm kind of thinking maybe SV added this as a kind of to assist players to find their way. Okay, so I think we're almost there. Not quite, but assuming nothing happens between now and when I get to Beth Jeda. But yeah, it's like, which direction should I go next? Maybe I'll explore that direction over there. I feel like going towards that, going towards the east of Beth Jeda. Maybe I'll just lie down here for a bit. And I forgot to bring food, so I'll probably need to find some sort of some food source somewhere, somehow. But yeah, let's just get into Beth Jeda first. Man, look at the draw distance. You can really see the all the towering canyons in the Misars and in the distance. What are these things? Okay. Not something you can pick up, gather. Okay, the last, what is it, last 100 meters. I think I'll make a dash for it, so let's run. In case a murderer comes along, mounted murderer. Yay, made it. So, after a bit of a hiccup, a bit of a, dying to a Ratzar, we made it to our destination. Okay. And I'll just rest under this, under this tree, which kind of feels kind of cooling. Okay, so this is where I'll leave it, so we'll continue in the next episode, and so thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please do like, comment, subscribe, and share. Look forward to seeing you next time. This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur. Take care.